Okay, so that was gameplay from the new Rogue Prince of Persia game. I'm sorry that was a bit long, but it was just so cool that I had to show you guys. This was obviously made by Ubisoft, and even though the prince doesn't actually look like the prince from the late 2000s game, but I got acclimated pretty quickly. Uh, so the so it's basically a rogue-like game, but with Prince of Persia. How does it actually play? What is actually is the story? So it's kind of similar to the other Prince of Persia game where the kingdom is being invaded by a bad guy and you have to try and save it. That's it. That's basically the entire story. But here, the bad guy has some kind of magic, dark magic thing, and our arrogant prince tries to beat him and he just loses completely, like in the most he just loses instantly, which which I thought was pretty funny because considering how smug he actually was. So you get saved by some mysterious lady, and then you work your way through these levels. And I must say, uh, the traversal is actually a bit more fun than I thought it would be. Primarily because it's just fast. Like the 3D games are good, and I love those 3D Prince of Persia games. I've loved Sands of Time. I loved Warrior Within and the Two Thrones. I haven't played much of the Forgotten Sands, but still, it's really good. And as you can see, it's pretty quick. And that attack, which looks like he's flying, doesn't actually keep you in the air. So it's just for the ground. It's just a ground-based attack. Okay, so what's next? Is it just a traversal game? No, not exactly. You still have combat, as I've shown you in the most amazing kicking session in the first clip of the video, first session of the video. Yeah. So after the traversal section, you meet the mysterious lady again, which tells you that you have been asleep for 3 days and defeating that enemy is going to be really hard. But Prince being Prince, he's arrogant that, you know what, if this happened the next time, I would definitely win. So he goes on another adventure, despite the mysterious lady telling him, you're dealing with dark magic, it's not going to be that simple. Well, Prince is like, yeah, you don't know me. I can definitely do this. And he's like, yeah, some might think it's courageous, but it was actually a bit foolish. But he doesn't care. And so our next part of the journey begins. And you actually get a weapon this time. So that's cool. Oh, and this is another cool trick I found. So this is where you get the weapon. And this is another cool thing. If you stay idle in the game, he just does this little tricks. It's not necessary. It doesn't add. It's not useful gameplay wise, but it's just fun. And talking about the AI, I thought, okay, as you can see here, the boulder toss was there, and as I move apart, he throws the boulder in such a way that that it tries to make contact with me. He's not just throwing it in one place, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh, and look at this. This is a part. In this game, environment plays a very big role because you don't have to fight anybody. You can just kick them off to a nearby ledge like here or throw them into spikes. That's it. And I just love kicking people in this game. I wouldn't do it in real life, but in the game, definitely. Sure, the sword fight is fun, and if you hold down X, you get this Devil May Cry Virgil slash kind of move. But it doesn't be the fact that you can just kick the enemy and towards the edge and let them fall down. That's for me. I think I'm just gonna play the game like that, just kicking the enemy until they fall down. See, that's exactly my. Yep, there I did it again. What am I gonna? How am I gonna defeat this enemy? Just kick him again. Okay, I might use the sword a little bit from time to time, but my primarily, sorry, that was horrible. Primarily, my primary way of attacking would be the kicks. Now, this is just the first level, and after some brief discussion, telling this, telling that, you go to another level. That was horrible writing. I should definitely write scripts for my videos instead of just trying to wing it every single time. Hopefully, I'll do it next time. And I must say that the game is not completely optimized and smooth yet, because it's still it was just released yesterday, so I did have a little bit of trouble saving my game and going to the next level. I had to restart a couple of times. But that being said, it should get fixed in the future updates. So, time to answer the biggest question: should you actually play this game or buy this game? I would say you don't have to buy it yet. It is available on Game Pass, and that is how I got to know about this game. I saw it in the recently added list, and I decided to give it a try. So if you do have Game Pass, it's a wonderful addition to try. It's not going to cost you anything extra other than the price you paid for the subscription. And I must say, I've recently gotten a bit tired of big AAA open world games, so this was actually quite refreshing. It's a simple 2D platformer. It's not simple 2D platformer. The combat is is a bit challenging. It is a roguelike after all. You're gonna die a couple of times in this game, as did I. I actually just died once in 30 minutes. So for me, that's kind of an achievement because I'm really not good at these kinds of games. But still, it's pretty fun. The soundtrack is pretty good, and I just love the kicking mechanics. And the other thing which I thought was a bit pretty unique was this. It gives you incentive to play more acrobatically. Uh, what I mean is, if you do flips and wall run and jump at the exact moment, you see an yellow bar below my health bar. As you can see, the yellow bar just keeps filling up. So what does that give you? It actually speeds up your prints, and the meter slowly reduces. And when it gets to zero, the speed of the prints actually gets to its normal base speed. Normal base speed. Wow, that was. I really need to start writing for my videos now. Oh, and that's it. If you do want to give this a try, as I said before, it's on Game Pass, and it's not that system heavy. It I haven't played this on my crappy laptop, but it's a 2D game. It shouldn't take that many system resources. So if you do have Game Pass, just give this a try. It's pretty fun. It won't waste your time.